the company was spending $800 in January in Google Ads, another 800 in February, 1200, so which is about a 50% jump in March. And the agent wants to confirm this with the owner, goes line by line to check. And as you can see here, some other categories with payroll, fuel, analyze one by one. And the overall executive summary is, how much it generated, the gross margin. They give you the full gross margin analysis, pricing, material. Like, for example, if you don't understand all the finances right away, this will really help you in that terms. You can see operating expenses, the May through September margin. This can be done month by month as well. What you owe, what other people owe you. This is the accounts payable section, and number of invoices that are due. You have the accounts receivable. So for example, we can see here the largest $14,800 that's overdue from Oakwood Apartments. So that's what this agent does for you. So again, guys, if you don't know, my name is Gene and I'm an AI automation engineer. I run FoundrPad, and today I'm going over a finance AI agent that can help a home service business. In this case, I'll be using a plumbing business. So I will go over the Excel sheet, uh, which has all the financials. So in your case, they might be PDF you're pulling from Service Titan or House Call Pro. You can just put them in together in a folder within the project, and I'll show you how to do that. And from there, this agent will run the analysis for you. This can be done on a monthly basis, quarterly basis, but this helps give you more visualization into what's going on with your company. So without further ado, let's get started. So we're using Claude Cowork today. So if I go on projects, I go here, SEO marketing. So this is a project I created, but you can create a new project. So within this project, I recently made a video on this, which was the plumbing SEO. And today I'm going over the financials analysis. And these are what's needed. So here I have the Excel sheet. In your case, it might be a number of different documents, like I mentioned earlier. So this one has the accounts payable. Yours may not look as nice as this. However, if you have each document for month, you can ask the Claude to have all of them together. So here you have accounts receivable, all of these together. And then from there, you have your expenses from Q1, anywhere from January 3rd to March 31st. And then you have the profit and loss. Again, this is just a way to stabilize things. As you can see, these are ended by zeros. However, your actual statements might, a lot of periods, etc. And then it gives you a net profit based on everything that it takes. So to start from here, I will go right here and go over with the agent with you. So this agent, this is the part of the 6 multiple agents that I have for home service businesses on how they can use Claude agents and skills to implement the business and make things faster and easier for them. So let's start with the overview. The overview here is you are a finance agent for a small to mid-sized business. In your case, we would give it the specific company name, more context, we train it on your data. That's what would happen. You're AI, you're not an AI. You organize 6 sub functions, each with specific role, etc. You give it the role, what it is, the context, the prompt, examples, etc. So from here, I ask the type of questions to ask, whether it's cash, accruals, partial, personal expenses. As you know, commingling, that can be a huge problem. And then from there, things to alert. The agent itself has 6 sub-agents, as we've seen. So one is accounts payable agent. So this look at essentially what you owe to your vendors, some of the expenses that you owe. And then you have accounts receivable agent. So that's looking at the capabilities there. So essentially when you do work for a client, the client doesn't pay right away. This will also help you understand, okay, I need to follow up this client, or whether you have to send things to a firm that has to call them to where you have to settle for 70, 50, 80 cents on the dollar. From here, all of this, at the end of all of this, it does generate this report that we see. And then from here, you have an expense agent that categorizes your expenses, organize them. So within this project, you can have all the documents in one place, and Claude will at first get everything set for you. However, in this case, I give it the Excel sheet where I show they had everything. In that case, put it together and making sure everything is set, and then it's able to do the analysis. And this analysis can be exported to your accountants, especially if you want to do finances and to help you keep things on track in one place. Here you have the financial reporting agent. So this is looking at your P&L statement, looking at your gross margin, your burn rate, accounts payable. So if you're whatever the specific business is, it goes deeper and deeper into it. And then the forecast agent, tax prep agent to help you for tax season so you don't owe taxes. I know that's a huge problem with guys in the home service space. And then this tells you how to use the agent, tell the agent which function you need. I need help with accounts payable. It could be, yeah, exactly. It could be one or multiple. The agent outputs a clean structure. That's how it comes out. This is the prompt. This is everything. All right. So now you have an idea of the prompt, which is also shared in my school community. You get it for free, and the link is in the description. All right. So now at the start of it, you already saw this. However, let me go to the Blue Wave finance report. There you go. So this is the financial report. However, before we even got to the financial report, we go into project, as I showed before. You create a new project, and I connected the file. So from here, it was like, this will take a little bit of time, and from here is we can start this right away. Plumbing, financial. I need you to find to write a detailed analysis. This is and use the finance agent to do 6 sub agent work using the available tools. So from here, we just write this little prompt. We add the files. So this, like, it likes a CSV. So this is the same Excel file I shared with you. Open. So this, another way you can do this as well, you just add all the files here in the context part, and the conversation, because it's connected to the project, it should have access to it as well. But for me personally, I just like to give it everything that it needs so it doesn't miss anything. So this is the same data, it's in markdown file. So I just add that here, and then now I'm connecting the finance agent. So the finance agent prompt right here. Now you just choose a model. In this case, we're gonna use Sonnet 4.6. No need to use Opus. It doesn't need to do crazy analysis. And then we just let it cook, send it out, and then it's just gonna, as you can see, find its own name. Same thing again. Now this takes some time. It's been going back and forth for a while, and as it goes, it shouldn't have some of the problems that it gave me before. It comes out, it just flags right away what's going wrong. You see it, and now I have everything I need. Let me run all 6 subagents in parallel. And that's the great thing about subagents. So the way it's broken in Claude is you have the main agent, which is called the coordinator. And the coordinator has all these 6 subagents, and each subagent have their own part. And they run in parallel in this case, which means they're all running at the same time, and they all do. And then they return the results to the coordinator, which review each sub-agent's results, and then after that, do the file together. As you can see, the progress here, you see all the sub-agents are running. And then the last part, which is step 7, compile master report into Word document. So that's what it is. And as I show you guys, this has already been done. We have 3 agents running together right now, numerous agents. So as they run in parallel like this, they do save you a ton of time. So from here, we have this, we have the report right here again. So from looking at everything, it gives you a dashboard of everything in terms of the finances. You have the revenue here, over 800,000, gross margin, gross profit. It gives you a gross margin number here as well. So if you're having trouble understanding the financials, the finance numbers, again, AI can also educate you on everything like this. On the other end, it's still looking at the CSV, loading up tools to check every task. The first time I ran this, I was surprised that it took longer than I expected. It took about 5 minutes. Obviously, that's not that long. However, just given how often that I personally use AI, I thought it'd take a shorter amount of time. But it does take a lot of tokens. But if there was a human being going line by line, tools by tools, connecting everything, this could easily take 5-6 hours to do, and then to come up with the report could easily take a bunch of like 5-6 hours. However, with Claude, I'm surprised that I'm complaining that it's taking 5 minutes. Again, the end results, we have it here. Let's open the report to look at the finances of the company thoroughly. Okay, totals outstanding, or your accounts receivable, accounts payable, and then your expense categorization, looking at your biggest expenses, full year P&L, and from there you can do forecast and then key performance indicators. So for this company, and again, this is the most important part, is the recommendations. So flags and recommendations. Immediately, 3 overdue accounts payable invoice due, send final notice to XYZ company, and then it tells you the strength, the revenue consistently from a 6-month period, and then how the company can improve from here, and OPEX, etc. So whether you're looking to sell in your business, this will help you. If you want to understand more what's going on, it will help you. If you're doing the finances of the business, it saves you a ton of time. And this is where AI can really help a small and medium-sized company, especially if you're a one-man operation. This is like an extreme amount of leverage. So again, if you'd like to chat, please feel free to reach out. You'll have access to this. This was done in Cowork. This was a project in Cowork. From here, you can add custom dashboard using tools like artifacts to view these things. So yeah, please like and subscribe, and talk to you soon. And that's all for today.